For over 20 years, I've dedicated my life to bringing you the very best business building strategies to keep you thriving. Get ready to experience the success you've been searching for. Welcome to the Tom Ferry Show. Hey everybody, welcome to the Tom Ferry Show, episode 9. We're almost at double digits. I'm really excited about this, guys. All right, so, let me ask you a question. Has there ever been a time in your life when you had too many things going on, too many open loops, too many questions, too many conversations, too many potential things to do to the point that you didn't do anything? Well, if you're anything like me, that probably happens every day. So I look at it like this, right? Here you are, and that's kind of my best artistic, I guess that's you, right? Or it could be Mr. Bill. If you're under age 30, you might have to Google that. But here you are, right? All the questions, all the distractions. Should I be farming? I'm afraid to call that client. Should I be more social? Am I spending too much time on social media? Do I really need to buy that lead system? Is it a good idea? How do I get, more tracking and measuring? How do I put that in place? How do I get that listing? I'm working on this listing. How do I get that listing? Should I reduce my fees on this deal? Should I be building a team? What CRM should I use? The questions are endless. And you know what I'm talking about. We wake up in the morning, and this is before we say, how can I be a better spouse? How can I be a better daddy? How can I be a better friend? How can I be a better lover? How can I be more spiritual? How can I get in better shape? The reality is, my friends, all these distractions stop you from having the kind of business that you truly desire, the life that you truly desire. And in my experience, call it 20 plus years of coaching and training and developing and advising, the answer is pretty simple. The people that don't get derailed have a filter for making decisions. Let me say that to you again. What is your filter for making decisions? Think about it. If you don't have a filter, then every idea looks good. But if you have a filter to funnel all these questions and ideas through, then making a decision is easy. As the CEO of a company, I've got to have it. Running multiple businesses, I instill it in every business we're a part of because there are so many decisions for you and I to make. If we don't have a filter, if we don't have a way to say, these are our values, this is what we stand for, here's our goals, whatever your filter is going to be, then guess what? You get derailed by the hundreds of things you've got to decide on every single day. Let me ask you, wouldn't it be nice when something gets presented to you that you just say, I know exactly where that fits, or you know what, I can say no to that with no guilt and no ease because my filter's in place. So I want to share with you a filter you might want to consider adding into your business. And by the way, when you add these 4 things into your business, there's a bunch of other benefits. There's a bunch of massive, massive benefits. So let's take a look at the filter. You ready? So, decision filter. Number 1, you get presented something. Hey, you should buy this lead source, or should you start doing this, or should I switch to a new CRM? Whatever it may be, you're going to ask yourself, does this support my wig? Does this support my wig? Does this support my wildly important goal? Now, of course, this implies that you have a wildly important goal, whether that is to help 25 families a year or to dent the real estate universe. You've got to have a wildly important goal in your life, in your business. So when you're getting presented all these new ideas, you can say, does this support my wildly important goal? And if it doesn't, you say no and you let it go. Number 2, you ask, does this improve or enhance my KPIs, my key performance indicators, right? To keep it very simple, does this improve or enhance the daily or weekly activities I'm responsible for? They're going to help me get to my wig. So like if your wildly important goal is $100 million in sales, just as an easy round number, then you're going to have to talk to so many people, send so many mailers, do so many emails, generate so many leads, generate so many appointments, generate so many listings sold, so many buyer sales, etc., etc., etc. So when you get presented something, you ask, is this going to enhance and support my KPIs? Is this going to enhance and support the daily and weekly activities that will get me to my goal? And if the answer is no, or there's any confusion, my experience is if there's confusion, it doesn't support your goal, and you're trying to make it fit. Don't try and make it fit. You know your business. You know your DNA. Trust your gut. If it doesn't support this and it doesn't improve what it is you do, the daily, weekly activities that get you to your wildly important goal, then you don't do it. Number 3, is it aligned with my cadence of accountability? Now, cadence of accountability really is like the rhythm of accountability that you have. So what is your rhythm of accountability? How often do you get checked in on your results? I know some agents, they get checked in like this, Eddie. They go, Happy New Year, how was your year, right? And they reflect on, I'm talking to Eddie, if they reflect on their results, December 31st, January 1st. Some people look at it monthly, some people quarterly, some people daily, some people weekly. Sometimes I'm looking at it every hour on the hour because everything can change that fast. What is your rhythm of accountability? So why is this important in a decision filter? Well, does this support? Is it in alignment with my rhythm? Like, I'll give you an example. Let's say you said to me, I'm thinking about this big box lead generation online solution, right? Boomtown, Tiger Leads, Conversion, those kind of companies. Big shout out to Boomtown, love those guys, but got to give them all a little love. So you're looking at this and you say, okay, is that aligned with my cadence of accountability? If your rhythm for accountability is you don't really look at the numbers all that often, and all of a sudden you're spending and investing into your business thousands of dollars a month to generate potentially hundreds of leads every single month, and you don't have a rhythm of accountability, that's a really bad move. That's a really bad decision, because you could wake up one day and say, we've generated 4, 5, 6, 800, 1,000 leads in 6 months. What have we done? Where's our conversion? And then you know what you do? You start blowing up on people. You see, the filter is everything. When you've got the right filter in place, it's easy to decide. If your cadence of accountability is, hey, I'm looking at things every single week inside my business. I'm paying attention to how many contacts, how many leads, how many appointments, and then what's our conversion. If you're looking at that on a weekly or even monthly basis, then that decision is a no-brainer. But if your cadence of accountability is every now and then, or when you get a paycheck, or when someone stops you, or the IRS sends you a bill and suddenly you get motivated, you make different decisions. The last one is, can I easily add it to my scoreboard? Can I easily add it to my scoreboard? Now, I'm going to assume that if I walked inside your office, I'm going to see your goal for transactions. I'm going to see how many appointments you're going on, and you keep a year-at-a-glance calendar that shows me every appointment you've been on for the year. That's an example of your scoreboard. It's that visual representation of the measurements you have inside your business. So stop for a second and reflect. There's 1.2 million agents in the US. There's, a couple 100,000 in Canada, and there's millions all over the world, right? We've got clients. I was just with clients last week from Transylvania, right? From the Ukraine. We see people everywhere. Here's what I know. We're all dealing with this. Maybe your questions are different. I don't know, but I know this. You're getting squeezed every day with opportunities, with insights, with directions, with possible things that you can do, new projects, new ideas. If you don't have a filter, you know what happens? You get pulled every which way but loose. Remember the old Mr. Bill show? You get pulled apart. An arm here, a leg there. Oh, right? You don't want to allow that to happen. This is your business. The market hasn't been this good in a long time. You've got to make money and run your business right in this environment to cash in on the opportunity. If you don't have these things in place or some kind of filter, I know this. When the market turns, and it will, it's not if, when the market turns, you might be caught. As Warren Buffett said, sometimes when the market turns, we very quickly realize who's been swimming without their shorts on. You know what I'm talking about? You don't want to be that woman. You don't want to be that guy who in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, we hope to the real estate God a long time from now when the market turns, that you're not that person that reflects back on the past and says, I made too many of the wrong decisions because you didn't have a filter that allowed you to make the right decisions for you, for your business, for your market, for your family, to lead you to this. Does that make sense? So, kind of a heavy video, but I had an interesting dinner last night, and I can't say the name, but he's the CEO of a very large company, and he said to me, Tom, I like your new show. He said, it's really cool. He said, you're doing some really interesting things. He said, the challenge is, he says, and I know you know this, you're really only good for about 1/3 of all real estate professionals. And I thought,
For a moment, I was kind of offended. And then he said, no. He said, Tom, the people that don't sell houses are not going to get your message. The people that aren't innovative, the people that aren't relevant, the people that aren't pushing the envelope, that want to help a lot of people, those kind of people, like, they get you. The ones that are selling a house now and then, you're annoying. I was like, did you just say I'm annoying? This has been a friend for 20 years. I took it as a compliment. So, I'm going to officially declare this. The Tom Ferry Show is for gamers only. If you're watching this and you never sell houses and you don't take action, I officially invite you to watch someone else's show. But if you're going to build something extraordinary, if you're going to build something you're proud of, if you're going to build the kind of business that has everybody else in your marketplace take notice and pay attention because you're doing this kind of stuff, game on. You and me, we're going to do it together. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you love what you're seeing here, then click the button below to join our online community absolutely free. Thanks so much.